Brock Lesnar's rivalry with Cody Rhodes ended in the best way possible, leaving many to ask what's really left for the Beast Incarnate. If you look at the current roster of WWE, there aren't many new dream matches left for him. Or maybe there are. Maybe Kevin Owens, Gunther, or an outlier like Logan Paul can serve as a new contender to this future WWE Hall of Famer, if and when he steps back in the WWE ring. It's Sportskeeda Wrestling. I'm Kevin Kellum, and we're looking at how to bring Brock Lesnar back to the WWE. How would you do it? Let us know in the comments below. There has been some mounting speculation, brocculation if you will, about the current WWE contract status of Brock Lesnar and whether or not it reportedly expires in or around WrestleMania 40 coming up in 2024. Could this be the last stand for him? But we're not here to speculate about his contract situation, we're here to fantasy book, god damn it! Now this may surprise to you what we're about to present, and it isn't a new opponent for Brock Lesnar, but an old score that may be settled, and one that has been long overdue to be settled. This is a fantasy booking of Brock Lesnar's WWE return and the ride up to WrestleMania 40 next year. And who's the man we picked to run it back with Brock? Drew McIntyre. That's right. For a start, Drew, as an opponent for Brock, is physically formidable. This isn't a situation where there's a mismatch. Drew has proven he can hang with the Beast, and it doesn't seem like there's a WrestleMania World title shot lined up against him anytime soon. Seth freaking Rollins is doing a good job carrying the World Heavyweight title, the new one, while Damian Priest is obviously a contender waiting in the wings with his Money in the Bank briefcase. Another name who could be stepping up to the plate sooner than later is Gunther, and that's why even he is unlikely to be next for Brock Lesnar. So let's set the scenario for him away from any championships. It's the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble match, and an already established heelish Drew McIntyre is getting booed as they roll into the ring, and the energy hits a perfect note for Brock Lesnar to enter the ring and ramp up a kind of reversal of roles from the 2020 Royal Rumble. Either way, Drew is on a roll, eliminating foe after foe as they get in the ring. Lesnar gets that pop he wants for a big return, his music hits, and the tone changes. Remember that he already turned babyface at SummerSlam, and it's inevitable that he's gonna get that big return pop when we haven't seen him in a while. Yes, distance makes the suplex-loving heart grow fonder. And a bit of a role reversal from the 2020 Royal Rumble, it's Lesnar this time who gets to quickly eliminate Drew, who's on a roll eliminating different superstars, leaving him shell-shocked. Yeah, complete role reversal. It's going to be a very short appearance in the Rumble this year for Lesnar in this fantasy booking because who else is going to take him out of the match but McIntyre himself? That's right, McIntyre finds a way to somehow eliminate Lesnar even though he's already eliminated. So the feud is created there. As for who wins the Royal Rumble, let's just give it up to last year's winner, Gunther, okay? Yeah. It's a ready-made rivalry, but a different twist to take the tale in a different direction this time around. You're reversing the players and trying to make it intriguing with something else between them, rather than being a resilient Drew McIntyre who overcame obstacles to reach the pinnacle of sports entertainment. It's a bitter, hubris-filled, no chunk on his shoulders Scotsman who can't get over the way things have played out for him in the past few years. At the peak of his career, he couldn't be the star he believed he was supposed to be. It's important to note that we aren't going to get Drew McIntyre as the man who needs outside interference. He's a lone wolf, a mercenary badass on a mission to right the wrongs of his past, but not one that you're gonna love seeing coming down to the ring. During this time, assuming that Sheamus returns, you can have him and Ridge Holland and Butch try to talk some sense into their fellow UK superstar, because they have a bit of history with him, especially Sheamus. But in a move that's going to make him the most hated man in WWE, even more hated than maybe even Dominic Mysterio if we're hopeful this plays out, he needs to destroy Sheamus in the most brutal way possible, at least with PG limitations. In the meantime, there's the Elimination Chamber match in Perth, Australia in February 2024. That'll determine who faces Roman Reigns in our scenario for the main event of WrestleMania. That likely goes to Cody, so that seals up another world title path for Drew and Brock. But Drew needs the most dominant participant to look like he's on the verge of eliminating the final man, Cody, to secure that ticket to WrestleMania, only for Brock Lesnar to come out and cost him the match. We can understand some of you feeling like this is going to cheapen Cody Rhodes' victory, but there are enough brains in WWE to think of good ways to make Cody look like a deserving guy to redeem and finish his story, but also balance and spin the big plates of big beefy badness between Brock Lesnar and Drew in their WrestleMania rematch. The tone continues to change between Lesnar and McIntyre, way different than we got in 2020. It needs to be a feud filled with brawls, personal, deep-seated resentment, building on the idea of them screwing each other, Brock saying that Drew simply couldn't carry the flag that he took from him in through the tough times of the pandemic, making it personal. This isn't about a championship. This is about a serious personal grudge. And it doesn't even need to involve long, drawn-out promos. All you need is stone-cold-esque chaos that focuses on the physical specimens, the titans of monstrous power that both of them can portray. The change in dynamic and character is also going to be an opportunity for some great storytelling, culminating in the second night, of WrestleMania 40. And unlike their WrestleMania main event during the pandemic, they can have a match that's longer than just 4 minutes, or hopefully less than 12. Yeah, we will still want to keep it chaotic, but not let it go too long in the tooth. It needs to be presented like a true clash of heavyweight monsters. This needs to feel like a big Godzilla kaiju movie with also personal resentment. Personal issues make for great battles, and it needs to be Drew McIntyre who once again wins. Not an underhanded tactic or cheating, a straight-up clean victory to end the story for good. Don't worry, Brock Lesnar fans. Brock Lesnar can still be Brock Lesnar whether he wins or loses. There's a lot that can happen in the aftermath of it, especially if Roman Reigns finally loses the Undisputed Universal Championship. While Gunther seems to be the next potential top heel for Raw in 2024, Drew McIntyre can seamlessly transition into that role on SmackDown while Roman Reigns is away, taking another one of those long vacations. If WWE decides to have a few shorter reigns with the Universal Championship to give it a little bit more breathing room from just being around one guy, then Drew McIntyre can finally win a title again in 2024. As for Brock Lesnar, he will once again have done his duty in making another superstar and elevating him to another level, in the same way that he's done with Cody Rhodes and others. We now know he did it before for Drew McIntyre, but you can't deny the lack of crowd, the pandemic, and all those outside factors just kind of hampered what was supposed to be a crowning moment for Drew McIntyre was a sour, bittersweet one. Where would you, watching this video this long, put Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar on their upcoming paths to WrestleMania? Let us know in the comments below. If you want more fantasy booking videos just like this, give us some ideas in the comments as well.